Welcome back to another video slash uh, more of a map change video. So today's map change video is a little bit kind of interesting. This is more in line with the storyline. So as you guys can see, this is celebrating Pride Day for the rainbow and such forth. But yeah, the new neon rainbow stuff, and there's a whole bunch of rainbows flying from the sky. But first, let's go ahead and show you something really interesting. So, as you know, in the most recent uh, last a couple yesterday, right? If you guys remember yesterday, if you take a look, you can see these these 0 point energy. Right. Now, I want to talk about this specifically. This is what's called, some people call it this hyper balloon. You can hear it's like really like spicing up all across the. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, it's like going hyper balloon. So basically, it means that it's kind of like making like 0 point energy. So, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and check out the 0 point itself and see what it's up to. So if you notice that most of the tree roots across the island itself are producing these hyper bloom things. So first and foremost, a lot of the POIs, for instance, Logjam Junction, right, has changed to the frontier, with the frontier for the logjam. So yeah, moving on over here, we have of course Coral Castle also has stated that it's staying right there, so it's replaced with Coral Castle right there, and then of course, let's see, Sheriff Shrine has still been the same, but other POIs like, let's see, the Colosseum is also staying right here. This is where it is staying. I imagine the reason why, if you don't know, back in like Rome, they always have their like, Rome is always in desert and such forth. So yeah. Also, if you hear a plane, sorry about that, but I'm just having my window open. So I'm just really hot. So that's Coney Canoe Canyon, and of course let's move on to the next thing, and that is Neo Tilted. Also is staying in the desert. Now, also we noticed that, remember, if Lazy Lagoon is also staying. So, all the POIs that have been rotating around over the past couple months or so, they're all staying. So, yeah. But let's move on. Let's go on and see the 0 point itself. Because I am really kind of interested to see what exactly is happening. You can already see some of the reality roots are starting to produce the hyper bloom thing, because all of them are gathering all that energy and putting back into the reality tree itself. So the reality tree is gathering all the roots, all the 0 point energy, and putting it out into the 0 point. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with this, specifically. So, a lot of people, like, what exactly is going to happen to the 0 point itself? So, I'm going the wrong way. Sorry. let me just go over to the 0 point right now. So you can see some of the, that's a pond, I think that's a river or something like that, you can see. And then of course you can see some of the reality trees. Also there's like different types of colors of the butterflies. There's like orange, purple, and white. And like multiple, and then pink also. So expect that to happen. And there's also white around here. Look, all the butterflies are glowing more, and there's also red sometimes. The orange changes color from red into blue. So yeah. So let's check out what the 0 point itself. Now the scientists did mention that their goal was, he did say, in the final vibing quest, he did mention like he wanted to learn about it, but he thinks that the 0 point itself has to be set free entirely. He thought that you can control it, but he thought that you can have the, maybe understand it a little bit more, but I think he was like totally wrong. I think he just, because 0 point itself has way too much energy inside of it, so its energy is way too powerful. So anything that powerful should be not shouldn't be attainable by any means necessary, because its power is way too beyond than just someone's capable. Like Geno thinks that he can control it, but it has the power of like the whole entire universe even. So let's go ahead and check the 0 point. So the 0 point itself looks to me pretty fine. You can see here, like, kind of blows and blooms, and it just like when you go into water, you can hear like it goes like you know. But when you look, so the 0 point itself looks fine. Nothing much there. Oh, there's like a giant. Okay. It's like a high hillside. But there's nothing much there. But we can tell that the stumps or slash the roots are slowly but surely returning to the reality tree. So basically, the bloom watcher, or whatever you want to call it, the bloom person, right, is actually the one who's like absorbing all this 0 point energy. And I believe that what she's going to be doing is that she's going to release all that energy out. Like basically she's going to absorb it and just like release it, kind of like releasing all that, like that 0 point energy. Because even like the thing is, I think the 0 point itself is, it's gonna reach a critical mass to where it can't be once, if like, remember in the Collider event how Sloan wanted to reset reality, but if she did that, then it would mean the end of end of the whole entire universe itself. So that's why my expectation is that. Also, you can see all the butterflies are starting to kind of flutter around. So yeah, and they kind of, I don't know what's this green, like purple stuff, like mist, it kind of float. I guess those are butterflies. But so let's come over here. It doesn't seem like there's no purple stuff. It looks like the butterflies are following me, but I'm not sure. Anyways, we're gonna walk away. But here is, I think there is another route somewhere. Let's go look for one. I feel like the butterflies are actually following me for some reason or another. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but it looks like they are. Like every time I stand still, or there's just multiple versions of multiple versions across the island. Like you can see the butterflies are like, those are all 0 point butterflies, I think. I'm pretty sure. Oh, let's. I'm just trying to look for the other route. But let's go to this Tilted Towers, and then we'll see that if the reality tree from there is also blooming. So next update in for the for chapter 2, chapter 3, season 4. Also, there's still, it's interesting how they're still trying to build this and they haven't finished it. They haven't finished it. They finished all the other things like the 4th, but you can see the so let's go ahead. I think it's over here. Also, the reality bloom looks a lot more pinker. Like, it looks more pink. I don't know why. It just looks more pinkish in the sunlight. Maybe it's because it might be my monitor or something like that. So, yeah. And you can also see this one doesn't look like it's kind of with hyper stuff for it. Maybe it just stopped. I don't know. Seems like it just like stopped randomly. But I saw the other ones, so let's keep looking. Let's go to the Neo Tilted. I mean the new Neo Tilted, but even though that's not Neo Tilted, it's like I'm expecting that next season will be something related to a mix between futuristic. Some people say that next season will be a throwback season. That could be possible. Also, but I'm still thinking like maybe I don't know. We'll still see. But I believe that there is also rumored that there's going to be a new Renegade Raider skin. Now, this one looks like a younger version of Renegade Raider, but you can see that. Let's go check the tree. Also, it's still producing hyper bloom. And no, I think no, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't seem like it produces. You know what? I think it might be because it's not produced. It doesn't produce at daytime. You can't see it at the daytime, but you can see it at the nighttime because it has luminosity or fluorescent kind of thing. So where the so let's see where the sun's right now. Where's the sun? Oh, the sun's over there. But you saw what it looked like, basically. But yeah. What I'm trying to say is that I believe that the Bloom Watcher will absorb all of that like 0 point energy and release it. So, but I think there's gonna be a twist. Someone doesn't want that. Now, who doesn't want to release the 0 point energy? There's only one person in the world I would imagine. And that is, of course, Geno, right? So I believe that he's probably going to come to the island, right, on his own terms, because most of his goons, all his IO agents are defeated, so he's probably going to go there and just, like, do it for himself. So, and that's what's going to happen. And I believe that towards the end of the event, towards next season's event, we'll see that after maybe once General releases the 0 point, he's going to probably try to grab it or something, and then he's been stopped, or maybe like he's been stopped, and the 0 point disappeared and just got released. by something like that. Or is that he could have grabbed it, right? And touched it, but his powers were way too powerful, and he almost exploded into a million pieces, basically. And maybe it's all his energy got just exploded as such for it. Also, I noticed it looks a lot more pinker. Do you see that? Like it has more of a pinkish. Like it looks pink. It almost looks like a. I think it used to be like a darker pink and more like a purple. Also, pink is a really cool color. Actually, it's very cute. It's very nice. Now it's purple, but when I was over there, it looked pink. It might be because I'm far away. So, yeah. Oh man. So you can clearly see that the hyper balloon it's starting to absorb 0 point energy and more over time. As over time when days go by. Oh my god. When days go by. When days go by, I bet you this tree will start absorbing more and more and more by when the next season happens. So we're still unsure as to what's going to happen, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of things going around. A lot of things will change on the map. Big things, probably. But we'll see. I hope you guys do enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe new, and catch you.